Hello all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cat Monarch, and we are back once again with the Masochist duels. Last time, we managed to actually rank up into Plat 5, not much of an achievement considering the fact of we Gold 1 with one duel to go every other month, but it is a time for new rewards, because I had to re-look up the reward structure. If you don't know, I'm using the same rule set that Hardleg Joe is using for his Masochist run, because I actually quite like it. I think it's fun, and it gives you a bit more of a chance so that it doesn't feel like quite as much of a drag, which helps. And the reward set is as follows. In Gold and above, you are allowed to do the proficiency test. This little thing up here. You're allowed to clear these. You're either allowed to, clear condition once per win, or clear a test per win. I didn't actually mean to start the test. Let's just ignore that. But yeah, you can do that once per win from Gold and up. From Platinum, where we are at today, and more importantly where we're starting, because I didn't actually open any packs last time, I was unsure of the reward. The reward in Platinum is 2 wins per pack. And I believe we didn't actually duel in Platinum at all. Correct, we have not duelled it. Hold on. Match history details. We are in tier 5, and does it say how many wins? Hold on. I'm pretty sure we haven't duelled in Platinum. So yeah, we get 1 pack at the moment because we just ranked up into Platinum. But every win in Platinum constitutes as 2 packs instead of 1. And in Diamond, you are allowed to try out the solo mode. You're allowed to do any one of the gates, or enter any one of the gates, and do one of the solo mode duels once per win. So, you can't just steamroll through the entire Orcust lore just because you're feeling bored. You are still playing a Masochist challenge. And that just about sums it up. Oh yeah, and there is actually a reward for Master as well. Master allows you to open up secret packs if you unlock them, not just your Master packs. And that's everything from the reward structure, which means it is... we should probably do stats, right? Where did we actually end up last stream? We have... That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of packs. That's going to count legacy packs. That's why that number's so massive. Anyway. So yeah, 339 duels with 94 wins. Our biggest win streak is 3. Which, to be fair, that is a win streak still. I will take that. 94 wins. That is... So yeah, we're still at the point where we are over a 25% win ratio, which is somewhat incredible to me. I have a feeling that's going to drop off a little bit. But, well, you just don't know. Actually, we should also change up the poster cards for this deck. I need to do that in the decks, don't I? Alright. But we'll show you the deck first. It is the same as, we left it last stream. We haven't added anything to it. But the changes that were done last stream, we added... I think it was last stream anyway. We added Grinnell. We added Light Imprisoning Mirror. Head Judging. Where was I just looking? couple of aces, because apparently we're just going it all in on that coin toss with our Dark Sanctuary, and then couple of aces, and maybe something else already, I don't know. Clockwork Knight was new, as was Psychic Blade. So we've got a nice few power cards now that we actually have access to, and the deck is still very much a pile, and I'm torn between, you know, shearing it down close to 40 or having more so we can have like more options for when duels go into the grind, because that's realistically how we're winning these. Oh, and we did get something significant for the extra deck. We got a rank 4, which does something, and it's 2 monsters to summon. So we're playing this as well. And yeah, let's go back to the decks, edit the accessories, and then I guess after that we open the pack and maybe have to change the accessories anyway. Let's see. All of that's fine, it's just the 3 main cards. Because Inspector Border is not coming up as often anymore. I feel like what is coming up more often than not? This is coming up a lot. Sour Scheduling is not coming up ever. It's a rare occasion. What is the next most common thing? I think it's possibly just this. And then the third one is going to be, I don't know, anything. Yugioh for all I know, you know? I think it might just be like the Vendread card. These are what ends up coming up like most often. Something to stall my opponent's attacks, something to make them brick, and something to function as removal. We're not changing up the deck box because I'm doing the deck box just like the deck box, the card sleeves, the mate base. The mate is as we earn them, and for that matter the profile image, like this one we're currently on question, and the same goes for the border. That is the plat border. So we're just upgrading it as free as we can as we go along. But anyway, we didn't open our pack at the end of the last stream, so let's start with something cheerful. Let's start with the pack opening. And see what we can get. We can get an anime reference. A hand trap? No. I don't know if we have a wind synchro, we need to look at it. We get an... Ooh. That is a good spellcaster. Mainly in Witchcrafters. But it is a good spellcaster. Sprite's Blessing. Clear Effector. I mess around with this in a couple of decks. I like it. It's not a tuner, which is why I mess around with it though, whereas here we need more tuner monsters. This is probably not one of them. Ooh, that'd be fun if we ever got magic cylinders. But that's an if. We're starting to get a lot more cards that are actually related to each other in tangential ways. Which is, I mean, it's going to happen eventually, but we've also got a large number of duplicates. And yeah, I don't think any of those really change the deck. Let's just have a quick peek at those again. Yeah, like this guy's a duplicate. Doesn't really change anything. It was this one, right? We wanted to just take a look that we have no wins. Yeah, and I don't think it's worth playing. Like, we're playing the best synchros we have access to. So I don't think it's worth playing this specifically to try and use it as removal. Especially because you can just come up against Link or Xyz monsters, monsters that can't be targeted, level 12s, so on and so forth. So yeah, the deck remains the same. Let's get things started. See if we can get a win in Platinum. We can win a coin toss. That's a very good start to the night. Hope you're all doing well, by the way. This is, as per usual, end of the day of work, chilling out, trying to have a good time. This could be any number of decks. It could actually be Dark Magician, but it could be any number of other things, so we will set 3. Playing around as much as we can realistically guess at. What do we got? Kashtira. It's okay for the moment. Yeah, you know what? His extra deck is a lot more valuable than mine. What do they call? Oh. Mine. And now I can use the second effect. If my opponent activates a monster effect. They do activate a monster effect. But do I activate a monster effect? I think I have to, right? Right, what are we banishing? Oh, there is so much in here. This is the easiest thing for them to make. We'll get rid of Baron. As an Omni Negate, that's probably the worst one. Aroma Jar. Warrock. Don Thousand. Visas. Dark Sanctuary. Like, Dark Sanctuary is the best card there. And we're not getting to it anyway, so it's fine. What are we doing? The problem is that if they take control of a monster, and I, like, you know, Penguin Soldier to bounce, they just get these guys back out. Okay. Now, I normally would just surrender upon seeing Kashtira, but we had, like, a slightly better than average thing. Fenrir in defense position. Alright. There's Scareclaw. They Xyz summon now. Shangri-La. Now I want to just read the related cards for a second. Okay, so they need to resolve a Shangri-La effect. Apologies if you can hear various background noises. You can banish the top 3, that activates a Shangri-La effect. That does also get rid of 3 cards that I didn't really need to see, which means they can then rank up. And I'm just going to quickly read this before it does hit the field. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. Okay. I don't like it. Oh wait, what? Banish one of those monsters face down so they only control one. No, it's not that effect. Oh, okay. And that's where the other guy comes in. Kashtira, a Rise Heart. Right. I've only got 1 attack negate. The best cards to bounce to the extra deck are these 2. Once per chain, each time a card is banished, attach one banish card. To attach 3, target a card on the field, which means they could theoretically just get rid of Penguin Soldier. Also, this can attack in, banish the Penguin Soldier before it even has a chance to flip and then activate, which I don't really like. And I'm pretty sure they're not scared of the Unicorn. During the main phase, if you do banish this card, that opponent's monster's effects are negated until the end of the turn. You know, I don't really like that. So we'll just get rid of this, because I don't think we're actually going to get a chance to even use Penguin Soldier. This has to clear this now. Although Fenrir can... Actually, no, Fenrir can clear. Because Fenrir is balanced, if you haven't worked it out. I'm going to target head judging. Then this resolves, right? At least I believe that's how it works. That this then resolves. And Penguin Soldier is negated, right? Yeah. We can try! We're gonna bounce this. And we're gonna bounce you. Damn. Let's see, he... Oh, they did activate that effect, didn't they? Bungo. Not going to activate it, because this is just pop everything anyway. None of this was normal summoned. They can clear the Unicorn, but I'm not particularly bothered about that. I don't think I can win. Maybe at all. Definitely not easily. But this is somewhat of an equalizer. This is not going to hit the graveyard, unfortunately. If this leaves the field, it is being banished. And it needs to be destroyed anyway. They have Zeus in the extra deck, so there's that. That's another kettle of fish to deal with. I'll put on some tunes. I've just realised that it's very quiet, but I'll do it after this game. After they ponder.